Yes, sir. Welcome to Vibe with Your Boys podcast with Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, and Abby.
Hello.
What's going on, y'all? We back at it, 2024, first episode of the year.
New year.
What's happening? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good?
Very good, man. Optimistic for this year.
Optimistic. I love it. What about you, Abby?
I'm running late tonight, so I'm just all over the place.
To Link?
I said I'm running late.
Oh! I'm about to say you going out tonight?
Oh no.
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday, nah.
Say type of operation you got running over there. Okay.
I mean, is it really a surprise though?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you guys haven't already noticed, we got a special guest with us to start off the year, Amarii Usher. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, man?
What's happening? What is your title? Director, producer? Like, what do you?
I do everything, bro.
Content creation.
Yeah, I do everything. Like, I don't want to put a title on me. I just anything dealing with film, I do it. So,
yeah. I respect that. I respect that. Like I was saying before we started, I came across your video from Twitter. It was actually a video representing a real life Twitter.
Yeah.
Of how like everybody likes to comment and give their perspective on everything. So kind of give us the backstory on how you got into like content creation and making those type of videos.
So it was like 10 years ago. That's when I first started YouTube. So 10 years ago, I was a senior in high school. It was like the middle of the year. And I watched people like Spoken Reasons, Trey Melvin and stuff. And they inspired me to like, make videos. So, I asked for a camera for Christmas. I had like a little shitty camera. It wasn't nothing crazy. But I got that and I made my first video. Like I had to redo it like 7 times because I was so nervous. Like this is my first time actually showing my personality. So I'm just like, bro, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just want to make videos. But I made my first video, got like 100 views. I made my next video and people just started like, watching my stuff, and it was like we didn't know you talk because I'm a quiet person. Like I don't really talk like that. So it was just a shock to see everybody, mess with my stuff. But I started getting into skits and stuff, and then started getting into movies, and that's how I have.
That sounds like me when people find out I got a podcast. Like, nigga, you talk? Because I'm quiet as hell myself. So it basically just started from like that whole YouTube wave era where like Spoken Reasons and all them was coming up. Yeah. And you decided, shit, let me get behind the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
So you was doing the same type of content then, or was you just like in front of the video, just like?
It was more rants back then.
Okay.
Like whatever Spoken Reasons was doing, I was doing the same thing because I had to find my lane, my own lane. So once I did that, I just started doing what I wanted to do. I didn't really care for the rants anymore. I wanted to focus mainly on skits because I enjoy like just writing scripts and just making things come to life.
I know, like Spoken Reasons used to be that nigga back in the day. Like I thought he would have been like in movies, or like one of the biggest like movie stars and everything. I don't know what happened. Like kind of some type of.
He messed himself up. That's why.
He did.
Yeah.
Like what y'all think?
I mean, if we listen to it, what you call it said.
Emmanuel Hudson.
Emmanuel Hudson. He was doing some backward business.
Backward business.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, on that whole wild and out thing, they kind of like addressed the issue.
Sabotaging kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
That real. But you said like you was into like writing. So was you into writing before you even picked up the camera, or that came with the camera?
That came with the camera. Like before YouTube, I had no interest in doing film or anything. Like it just came naturally. So that's how I know like it was just a gift. But yeah, like before I was just rapping. So
no.
Oh, you was rapping?
Yeah, I was just rapping.
You said you was in high school rapping?
Yeah, I was. I first started rapping.
You was rapping like the New Boys.
That's why you brought it up. Because I was random.
It makes sense.
Like
and I bet you used to jerk.
You definitely used to be a jerker.
Yeah.
Everybody was
You
jerking.
can look at him and you can tell he's
That's
weird.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, nah.
What the shoes
I feel
used to be
that.
called? The shoes they used to wear?
The DCs? I think it's
was it the Blazers? The
Blazers?
The Blazers too was.
Yeah,
but,
with the tight ass
but-
jeans, tighter than I don't know what.
damn.
Yeah, I ain't never had that, but I had the skinny jeans though.
Okay. So, what was your rap name?
AT.
AT.
Yeah.
AT. What type of rapper you was? Like as far as like style.
I can't really say. Like I used, of course, New Boys. I used to listen to them, but
Okay.
I listen to Drake, Lil Wayne. So I just try to take little styles from like each person, and just develop my own. But I don't really know. I can't go back that far.
So when did the rap genes die down or change? I should say.
It didn't initially stop when I made videos because I was still pursuing the rap career, but I was trying to do videos on the side. So I would say like I officially stopped like 2021. Yeah.
So is it safe to say that being that you was pursuing rap, it made it easy for you to start actually writing your scripts?
Yeah.
Or, okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because I was somewhat a writer in a way,
writer.
so like it was just a different avenue for me.
Was you in like big into like movies and TV shows and stuff like that, or
I was like the average consumer.
average consumer?
Yeah, I was never like, oh man, I gotta watch this new film because I want to learn about it. I just want to watch a movie. But once I got into film, I had to study it differently because, yeah, like I'm trying to get into that world.
Now, right now, you got like a bunch of videos that hit off on the internet. Like,
Wait. Sorry to cut you
What
off.
happened?
But the funniest one I saw was probably the one where it was like Tubi movies be like.
Oh yeah.
I'm in
that's
like
that's
my
a Tubi theme.
Yes. Like I literally like wake up and just like look for the next new Tubi series or movie. So when I seen that, I literally was going crazy because that's literally what they are.
Yeah, man, that's
Do you have a favorite Tubi movie?
No.
You don't?
No.
I just started watching Tubi. And but I just knew like they have some bad movies on there. But I purposely look for bad
they're
movies.
not bad.
Is it as a studying thing or is it just a?
No, it's just for comedy. Like I enjoy
For comedy?
I enjoy watching like bad movies.
I can't do it.
I'm not gonna lie though. Yeah, no, Tubi movies are a little comic. Like,
Yeah.
Mega has this thing to where like he's not really a fan of like Tubi as far as like especially for like creators to put their like stuff on there.
Yeah, it has a bad like. It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, it's like
that makes sense.
But
I'm gonna audition for the
If
next
you're-
Tubi movie. Watch out.
you'll get it.
What you trying to say?
Are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You're either trying to come for my life,
Anybody
or
can
are you
get on.
trying
No,
to come for my acting?
they very accepting over there.
Mega.
Dumbass you are. But yeah, I feel like, but it's a good lane if you're like independent where you can put your movie on it. But it's like that's a bad rap.
How do you feel about that lane as far as like creators like getting out there?
What,
Like
Tubi?
yeah, putting their stuff on Tubi.
I personally wouldn't. I like YouTube, so I'm gonna just stick to that. If I could skip Tubi and go to Netflix, like I would rather do that. I don't really want to put myself on Tubi just because of the bad name.
Yeah,
It
Like,
has such a horrible name.
people
and I
hear
don't know
hear
why.
Tubi movies and they automatically assume like, oh, you on some bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, and I don't want that for myself.
bro, y'all seen the clip of the Tubi movie where the woman came back after some years or whatever, and the man introduced her to like his family, and she like, what? And she put out a gun and shot him, the kid,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the girl.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
No, that
Another
joint's
trash
crazy.
one.
She shot the kid.
It was on TikTok. That
He
joint
was like,
crazy.
I'm just a kid.
And he shot him.
And shot him anyway.
That joint
Like,
crazy.
I just think if they had a better camera, it would be fine.
Nah, it's the graphic effects, it's everything. But
I love
no, shout out to be creators though. Like I feel like it is dope that people,
And it's real life
Yeah.
stuff that happens too. Like the
especially with your life. Yeah.
You remember going in like high school? They used to have like them love books, like the love.
Oh yeah.
Blooper
The
series.
Blooper series.
Yeah,
Blooper
and
series.
what's that reading app that people used to use?
Oh, what's that? What's Pad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
No, I'm serious. Tubi
That's what
movies
all
are
the
like
people
real. They're like real life stuff that happens. Like the one I watched on Sunday. Seriously, the man was like, "If I can't have you, nobody can." And he literally was like harassing her, and she got her life together. She got her life together after being in a crazy toxic relationship. She moved on. She was gonna move out the state, and then he pulled up to her going away party and killed her best friend, and then killed himself. Isn't that shit that happens all the time?
Shit, not. I don't know nobody going through that shit.
Yeah, I hope you like a long time.
Man, I hope that's a once in every 20-year occurrence, man.
Anyways,
If it gotta happen.
get off Tubi movies. 'cause
No, but
you're gonna see me on one of them. Yeah, I gotta start from somewhere.
yeah, you gotta start from somewhere for sure. You know, shout out. Like I said, shout out Tubi.
From the bottom.
But
not coming to
what
the
was
release party.
like the first video you could remember that hit off to where it's like, damn, people fucking with me, like.
I would say this was. I posted it in 2015, but I don't think it popped up until 2017.
Wow, 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, so it was called when he doesn't want to just chill. It's basically like going over to a girl house, knowing you want to do something with it, but you're just trying to play it cool. That got like it hit 1 million views after 2 years. Like right now, it's at 3.9 million.
On YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's at 3.9 million right now. So that's like my most viewed video on YouTube at the moment.
Now, like from a video like that, is it a lot of stuff that when you make your videos, is it from the stuff you see on the internet, or how much of it is like actually like reenacting your life as to like your experiences?
I say it's a mixture of both. I can't really pinpoint which ones. Well, I know which ones, but it's a mixture of both. Like now, starting from last year, I would say I'm getting a lot of my ideas from the internet. Like when I see different posts and stuff, I'll be like, that would be a funny video to make. So, but I try to balance it.
Now, of course, a lot of times, or majority of the times, you're playing like yourself in like these skits. But how much of it is actually acting? Like, because sometimes people can like get a role like, oh, that's me, that's my personality right there.
Yeah.
Or like, how often is it like I gotta like turn into somebody else to get this across?
I say when I'm playing like the villain.
Oh, okay.
Because like I said, I don't consider myself a villain. I'm probably a villain in somebody's life. Like we all villains in somebody's life. But overall, like
especially you. You're the villain in mine.
That's my goal.
But overall, when it's like a regular character, it's most likely I'm playing myself. But yeah, if it's like a toxic individual, yeah, I'm just acting.
Got you. Okay, now, how do you go about like picking people like to be in your skits? Because like I've seen Job in your skits. Like I've seen the different like women. Like, so how do you go about who do you work with? Who's in it? Because I'm sure people always say, "Well, let me get it the skit."
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So I say from the beginning, I used to just ask whoever was around me, like my friends and stuff. I kind of still do the same, but now I know like, okay, who's good with being on camera, with acting and stuff. So I probably just use somebody once and never again because they just not. Yeah. It's not natural like when they act and stuff. But it's not an issue. But I would use somebody, and if I like them, I'll bring them back. So anybody you've seen like in multiple videos, like they good with me.
Has there ever been a time where you've been like turned down or find yourself like asking the same person consistently, like, "Yo, come on, I got a skit,"
and they turn me down?
Huh?
And they turn me down?
Yeah.
No. Nah. And if they did, it's not an issue. Like I just ask somebody else. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, I asked somebody recently if they wanted to be in a skit, but they said they had something to do. So I guess that's a turn down, but I don't know.
There's this guy that keeps asking me. He said he wrote a whole skit and he sent it to me, and he said he thought of me when he wrote it. And I'm not gonna lie, it is something I would probably do. And
Abby, do you want to be in a Tubi movie or not?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe I might start. Like,
it is a start.
Yeah, your big break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him up after this and tell him, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
You can't come to the award show.
Tubi award show. What type of award would Abby get on the Tubi award show?
Breakout actor. Breakout horrible actor.
Breakout horrible actor. That's tough.
You are literally my biggest hater. That's crazy.
Are you a trained actor?
No.
You didn't go to school for this or nothing?
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
This whole thing from editing, from directing, and you self-taught.
Yeah.
You've amassed these skills.
I went to college for like a year and a half, but I dropped out because I don't like school. And I just taught everything. I went on YouTube to like learn everything I needed to.
Wait, were you in school for what you're doing?
Yeah, I was in film. Like it was boring. Like I didn't really care for it.
Did you learn anything that you used?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was useful in some kind of way.
Now, I mentioned choosing who you would bring in your skits. How often do you deal with, or have you dealt with, like asking somebody to play a character or do something in a skit like they're like, nah, I don't feel comfortable doing that?
Not recently, but I would say in the middle of my journey, like that happened before. This was back in like 2016, 17. Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a skit. It was just the girl had a boyfriend, so she didn't doing whatever.
Okay.
Letting these men get in the way of your bag.
Yeah, but like stuff like that, I try to stay away from because I just don't want to deal with that as a whole. Like if you're in a relationship, like I'll still ask you, but I'll be like, is your partner gonna be comfortable with whatever we doing on camera? We ain't doing nothing crazy. It's just whatever you saying or whatever the character you're portraying. But I try to stay away from that.
Is it like, so do you try to tell them like it's business, like we acting?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's all business. Like I don't mix business with pleasure, so
Gotcha.
I don't care for all that stuff.
Now, I mean, you already clearly know what you're doing, but I know you say you like to draw inspiration from what you see on the internet. And recently, there's been like a lot of talk about like, would you date a bottle girl? something like that. From
First
like
of all,
internet.
no. First of all,
Abby, Abby, whoa.
You a bottle girl?
Abby,
I will drop this.
Abby, what's going on?
Are you a bottle girl?
Yes. So listen,
okay.
one of my tweets recently went stupid viral because somebody decided to make a video.
I didn't even get a chance to finish.
So no, because they're gonna come for me. You guys are gonna try to attack me and assassinate my character.
I'm just trying to see if you'll make a video about that.
He didn't even know what you did.
He just asked me and I said yes.
But the way you jump, go ahead.
You know what? I don't even want to talk no more.
No. What happened with the bottle girl?
Don't even matter. Go
But
ahead.
anyways, I think you should kind of like make a video like a man approaching or, having a situation with a girl that's a bottle girl. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
have a perfect actor for you.
Fuck it. I got my tote bag ready.
matter of fact, it won't be acting.
Shoot, that's gonna be the best skit then. Shit, it ain't acting.
She not acting.
You said would I date a bottle girl?
But,
No, because my tweet was
Yeah.
my tweet was men don't trust dating bottle girls, or men can't handle dating a bottle girl or women in the nightlife, and I really want to know why. When I say that shit went stupid viral, I was not expecting that. Like, some of my tweets, like, okay, they get numbers, but this particular tweet went crazy.
Right.
And it was full of insecure, jealous men.
Damn.
First of all, I got called all types of stupid.
Shouts out to the insecurity.
I'm not sure what your whole catalog, but I'm pretty sure you got a video of somewhere of a woman calling a man insecure just because he got boundaries. But
No, it's not. First of all,
okay, educate us.
yes, because just because you're a bottle girl does not mean you don't have boundaries. I can't tell y'all when was the last time some man see me at the club, at work, during my shift, and left with my number. I don't play like that because I really don't. I really don't. I don't know why that's so hard to believe.
Because a lot of people say the same thing. The reality. I mean, I don't want to dwell on this so we can move on, but the reality is a bottle girl is kind of worse than a stripper.
I hear that a lot.
A stripper dance for a living. They don't have to do much to get somebody's attention.
I don't either.
A bottle girl, you're very flirtatious. You flirt.
You need
You make
tips.
people comfortable. You keep the drinks coming. You're worse than a stripper.
Not you personally, Abby.
But you can be worse than strippers. You lie for a living. Why would
How do I lie for
Not
a living?
you. Not you.
Damn.
I'm talking about your compadre.
Damn.
Your coworker.
Y'all really made me drive all the way from my house to get laughed at on the show tonight.
We're just trying to figure this out. We're trying to get down to the bottom.
Amari, would you date a bottle girl?
I have a theory.
Oh yes.
So,
Please let me hear this theory.
Do tell.
There are 3 girls in the club. There's the bartender, the bottle girl, and the stripper. Bottle girl, no, not a bottle girl. Okay, bartender, I'll date a bartender. Bottle girl is half and half.
Half and half.
50-50, because you are flirting with a lot of women. Not women. Flirting with.
Yeah, women too.
I mean, you flirting with everybody. Basically flirting with everybody, and it depends on the person. Like, I wouldn't downplay it, but I have to do my googles and stuff. Stripper, no.
Okay.
So I say I'm 50-50 on it.
50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
And another thing too. The guy who feel like they can't go after the stripper because that's too out of their league, they'll go to a bottle girl because that's more low key. So they get more access to.
Joe seems like he disagree. Joe.
Oh well.
I'm saying.
That's not true. That is not true.
It is true. It may not be true for you, but it's
Okay. I can only speak for myself. It's really not true for me.
And you know somebody that does it. Okay, now move on.
It's only but so many people I work with. I can't say too much.
Right.
Going back to you having people in your skits that they might not feel comfortable with something. Recently, of course, the interview heard around the world. Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharp podcast, and he kind of talked down on male actors who put on a wig or put on a dress. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, what's your take on all that?
I low-key did that when I first started.
You did?
Everybody did.
Years ago?
I did.
Years ago?
Like my very first year, I did. But as time went on, I'm like, I don't want to be doing this. Like, this is this is a lot. So, I do have a mom character that I play. I just put on like a little what's it called? It's like a little scarf.
Head scarf? Yeah.
That's it. I don't.
You see what they did to Terry Reloaded though? Like I see why people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I try to keep it very minimal if I'm playing like my mom character.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm kind of. I mean, me personally, I'm not an actor. I don't see myself doing anything like that. But at one point, like when you look at Martin, the Martin Show, he played so many characters, and that was those were classic, iconic characters. Like Eddie Murphy. Like when he does it, like Norbit and all that type of stuff. Like,
Tyler Perry.
I mean, before Tyler Perry though, like it was these people doing it. And Jamie Foxx, Wanda, like this was how a way for comedians to like do it, like the Wayans brothers and everything. So white chicks, like imagine if we never got white chicks, because them niggas were scared to put on
like
a dress.
Movie in the whole wide world.
Nah, it really
So I can't say men doing it is like, oh, the Hollywood higher ups trying to like tear black men down. I feel like these creators sometimes just come up with these characters, and for comedy they want to do it. Now possibly there's a few niggas getting put in dresses, you know, to kind of what do they call it, demasculate them or whatever. So I don't know, but I feel like it's a part of the game. It's just how you do it. You know.
Sometimes it's just showing like your range when it comes to acting. But you don't necessarily have to put on a wig and a dress. So
True.
It depends on who it is.
And then I think like with the whole Tyler Perry, it's kind of like we don't see you, we see Madea.
I think that's where it becomes the bigger issue for me. Not that you put on a dress, is when your character becomes you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like Tyler Perry, like when he act as Tyler Perry or whoever he's acting as, like it seems weird because we're just so used to.
I hear Madea.
Yeah, I see Madea.
Like,
but we forget that Tyler Perry also played the brother, which is also a great character.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Joe.
It all depends.
Yeah, I mean, but shout out to Tyler Perry though. Like in general, I feel like he's like dope. Like
I respect it. The man plays Madea, which is, if he was to get somebody to play Madea, how much would you have to pay this person to play that role? How about I just keep the money for myself?
Yeah, exactly.
And I portray all these people I grew up around. My aunties,
and this character's old. Like he been doing plays since like the early thousands. Like
90s, late 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
So
Funny as hell.
Besides, like putting on a dress or a wig or anything like that, is there like a certain like role you can't see yourself doing because like you wouldn't feel comfortable with? Like you got the Jeffrey Dahmer series, like how he had to play killer, cannibal person. Like you got like.
I would say the only role. I hope I don't get no backlash for this, but it is what it is. I wouldn't play a gay role. That's
that's also respectable too, because a lot of people in the community don't appreciate it because they feel like when people want to be funny and make their skits and stuff like that, like they don't necessarily put out the right content. So I don't feel like.
Yeah, that's like the only
thing. If you get backlash, I got you.
Yeah, that's like the only thing. But I'll play any other character. In one of my short films, I played like a Ted Bundy type character. That movie with Zac Efron, it inspired me to make that little film. So yeah, I'll do anything else.
For some reason, people.
What about like, cause there's like heterosexual actors who play like a gay role, but they never are on camera doing anything.
They just say they gay.
Yeah, it's like a whole perception of them being gay.
I've never seen that. Every time I see a straight actor playing somebody gay, they're doing something gay.
You probably be watching a lot of gay shit. I'm talking about
P-Valley.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
What's that movie?
He snapped on that role.
Blew up.
Brokeback Mountain?
No, not that one. Not that one. It's a black film.
A black film?
It was shot in Miami.
I know you're talking about. He won an award for it. Moonlight.
Yeah. He didn't do anything in that film. He didn't. He ain't kiss nobody.
But
you know what? I think you're right. I think he did kiss you.
No, he didn't.
It was a perception.
The younger characters did.
Okay,
not the adult version.
Okay. So
they rather get them when they're young. That's what you see.
That jump was crazy.
Oh God, please.
So how do you feel about that? Could you see yourself doing something like that to where it's more of a perception, or like it's just being said, but you're not actually doing an act?
Kind of like SVU, like Law and Order.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just saying that they did it.
You ain't seen the act exactly. Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
Okay, that's real. Now, you have a current, I guess you could say, series. It's been 2 parts right now that's been kind of blowing up on the internet. Boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. I'm not gonna lie. Before we get into like the content of it itself, I feel like in that one, like you really showed your like pen, like your writing pen, like how long does it take to put together a script like that?
That the first 2 videos was personal, so it didn't take me long.
Okay.
So it came natural. Like I usually tell my friends, like I'll get my friend's opinion, like, oh, what you think on the script? But like with this one, I was just like, shoot, I'm gonna just put it out there and see and let it be a surprise, and it blew up. So I feel like those be the best kind of videos when it just comes from like your personal experience and stuff.
12 million views on TikTok.
Yeah, I still can't believe that. I cannot.
Going crazy, like currently still going crazy.
Yeah, I cannot believe it.
When you're writing something like that, because we was watching it, I'm like, dang, like the way you was saying what you were saying, it wasn't just straightforward, like, oh, you're not happy, like it's the way you were saying it, and like, how do you come up with that?
But he said he was drawn from real life.
It's kind of like real life. Like I have these conversations with myself, and it's like it's the truth, but I don't want to hear it. And I'm so used to talking to myself, like even like with making videos, like I'm literally talking to nothing, and I have to pretend that somebody's there. I've been doing that for like the longest, so it just
you talking to yourself
in the videos.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Not
Okay.
really.
Just don't
Kyle,
answer
you
yourself.
can't be talking to yourself, and you answer yourself.
That's what you.
But like not out loud. Like I'll talk in my head.
Got you.
Yeah. But nah, it just came natural.
I'm about
like,
to change my seat.
Sit off camera.
Yeah.
But, okay.
But like just acting it out, it was just easy for me. I knew what facial expressions I wanted to make. So.
That's another thing too. When I watch your skits, it's not what you're saying. It's your facial expressions, your mannerism, and for you to say you didn't go to acting.
That's why I actually like. Did you get any training? Because it's like the facial expressions.
I've never went any class.
That's dope. Yeah. But boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. To this day, like, are you still having trouble setting boundaries?
Nah.
Nah.
Like, sometimes I catch myself, and I'll be like, bruh, come on, we not doing this again. I catch myself, I'll be like, okay, like, I'll tell the person, if I want to do it, I'll be like, hey, listen, like, something came up, you know, I don't feel like doing it right now, whatever it is. But, like, sometimes I'll revert back to who I used to be, but, nah, I don't play that. Yeah.
Is it a thin line between setting boundaries and being selfish?
There's a difference. Because I'm a natural helpful person. So if I want to help you, I'll help you. If I really don't feel like doing it, I will tell you I don't feel like doing it. But I don't see that as me being selfish. It's just I don't feel like doing it. Not everybody's going to want to feel like doing something. So you either understand or you don't.
Are there like people in your life to where it's like they usually get a yes majority of the time?
Yeah.
Majority of the time.
Yeah.
But how do they respond like that minority of the time to where you tell them no? Like
they understand.
Understand. Okay.
I used to always say yes, like a couple years ago, well, before last year. I used to always say yes to people. But nowadays it's just like, okay, I ask myself, do I feel like doing it? And can I fit it into my schedule first? Then I'll give them my answer. But if I got stuff to do, you have to see me later.
That's one thing I learned, like trying to like build and create this platform, is like you get caught up in like side projects, into where it's like there's nothing wrong with side projects, but it's nothing to what that's going to contribute to what you're trying to build right now. It's just like complete different like lane type of thing to where it's like, damn, I put all that energy over there. Yeah, it's not going to even help me or reproduce anything over here. And it didn't even go through, or people wasted time. And so it's like, you kind of got to like assess like where you are and what you have the energy to give. So I feel like that, both of them, but more so like the one that's going popular, like where you heading out the door to go help somebody and you didn't feel like doing it. I feel like that was powerful. Now, me personally, I don't really have that big of a circle as far as like, I know a lot of people, but as far as like my circle to where people can really ask me for too many favors, I kind of limit myself like that on purpose because I know people will try to drain you of your energy and things like that. But
but like for me, I don't have no problem saying no. Like, I'm gonna say no.
I have the opposite problem. I have too many people. Like literally, I have too many friends. Like it's just too many, too much, too many of them. I told myself this year, like if it's no, it's no. And you know,
But the hardest part about that is when they so used to you saying yes and you got like a big circle like that, it's gonna cause a lot of like.
I've been hearing it. I haven't been hearing the end of it. I'm just like, I'm tired.
But at that point, you know who your friends are.
Exactly. So, like if you don't understand, then it's just then you just.
My friends on trip, like they know what I'm doing. So if I tell them like, nah, I can't do it, they be like, okay.
Now a big revolving topic.
I start off when I answer the phone with no.
Oh yeah, you know we could just feel like.
I start off with no.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that helps a lot. No, I'm not doing it. Whatever it is, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
We can get to what it is.
I'm gonna call you sometime this week and ask you for something.
No.
Now a big revolving topic on this show has been like, do like women care about men's feelings? Abby, I know your take on it.
Yes, we do.
Abby, I know your take on it. Megan, I know your take on it. But
we do.
One of the boundary videos, the first boundary video was you and your girl.
That was the second one.
The second one.
Yeah, that's the
second one. You and your girl sitting down, and you were afraid to kind of like really speak your mind because you being the man, you didn't want to seem like using your feelings. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like women in general don't care, or that was just like a you thing?
I'm not gonna say they don't care. Of course, it depends, but overall, I feel like they don't completely understand. So how can I word this? Let's say there's an argument going on and we feel some type of way, but they also feel some type of way. They're gonna think about their emotions first.
Yeah.
Because they have more than us. So I think that's when the whole situation comes in. We're like, okay, we're not being like listened to because you're worried about your emotions, which is understandable.
It's true.
But like we have emotions too. We feel some type of way as well, but as men, we gotta brush it off because
I hate when y'all say that.
I mean, that's the response that we get from y'all.
That's the reality. Of the
Mega
police. It's the reality.
That's
police.
Bro, listen. You know the conversation I hate the most when women say I hate a nonchalant guy.
Because
the reality of the situation is if a guy came to you with every issue that they had that you did throughout the day, you guys will be having conversations throughout the whole day about stuff you did that they don't like. So as a guy, you got to pick and choose what's worth having a conversation
about. Then at that point, you just got to know the person that you're with.
And guess what? What's not worth having a conversation about, you just brush it off. It doesn't matter. So that's the reality.
That's literally the internal conversation that we have with ourselves.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
in the grand scheme of things.
Not because we don't care about it. It's just like, bro, it's gonna
I quit.
Yeah.
He just you be dealing with some selfish ass bitches.
No, it's the reality of women.
Abby just perfect.
I'm not saying
she don't get about her number at the club. She care about niggas' feelings.
Numbers. Come on.
Didn't I tell you guys I was changing this year?
It just started. The year just started.
Okay,
But go ahead, continue, man.
But so that's something like you would say you're still dealing with women as far as like, or that's just like a normal thing at this point. Like that's not even like something that you trying to change to like be more sensitive and in touch with your emotions.
I'm still working on it. Like every now and then, if I'm really passionate about something, I'll speak up. But if it's something that can be brushed off, I won't mention it.
Because it's not worth having.
Yeah,
it's
not
worth.
And I don't like arguing, so.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of men don't like arguing. Yeah. You guys, men are really like non-confrontational at all. Yeah. Like, you guys don't like arguing, and I think that's the reason why you guys don't bring up how you guys feel.
Yeah.
Which I guess it makes sense.
I'll be ready to shut that shit down. I do not want to argue. Like I can get a call and I know it's about to be some shit. I'm like, I do not want to talk.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens to me. Like sometimes I don't even be trying to argue. I just want to know what you're talking about.
It's gonna turn into an argument.
Yeah.
Let's visit this tomorrow when everybody calm down.
Yeah. It's gonna turn, especially like me. How I just talk, like I come off slick sometimes, and I'm not even trying to be slick. I said, let me just save my words. I don't even. Let me just.
No, you know what's annoying? When somebody try to tell you something in a calm voice, and you all hype and on 10, and he's like, well, yeah, and then this and that.
And you're mad because he's not matching your energy.
Facts.
And now you feel like he don't care.
Facts.
Sick.
Nah, that's real. That's real. I'm not doing that.
Now recently, I'm not gonna call it backlash, but you did kind of get a comment to where they felt like you were kind of tearing down women with your videos.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So
don't tear down black women. You gotta tear down black women.
What was that about?
There was a comment. I mean, I guess like in his skit, somebody felt like when there's a woman being portrayed that she's usually like materialistic or she's kind of like has this type of like stuck up, bad mentality. You know, for instance, there's a video that he has of a woman not wanting to get into his car as they're about to leave the house, right? And she's like, "I'm not getting in that." And he's like, "Why not?" I mean, it's a bad car in bad shape or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Well, where's your car?" "Oh, I don't have one, but I'm not getting in that." You know, and that's kind of sometimes the thing.
At that point, bitch, you tripping like.
Or like most recently, I seen that you made a video of going up to somebody in a grocery store, and as soon as you walked up to her, she's like, "Hold up, you gonna pay for my groceries?" And then you were like, "No," and she was like, "No point in having a conversation." Yeah. So I guess they seen the videos like that and been like, not all women or whatever are like that. And they had a comment about it. So what is your response to all that?
Oh, man. So first off, I want to say that, once again, I get all my inspiration from posts on Twitter and Instagram.
It's coming from somewhere. Bitch.
I literally see tweets about this. So it's not me portraying y'all as y'all are telling on yourselves. I'm just making the comment.
I remember that timeline with the grocery store and stuff like that.
I'm literally just making a video out of it. So if that's where my content comes from,
he basically said, if the shoe fit,
exactly.
If the shoe don't fit, don't shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Nah, this is all size fit.
Nah, this year, like, I do want to balance it. I do want to like get on the men a little bit because we be tripping too. So yeah, I do want to balance it out. So that's why I'm doing the boundary series. My next boundary video, disclaimer, I have not been through it. I'm just portraying the actor. But yeah, it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be.
He has not been through it, but he's just portraying the actor.
It's gonna be something that a lot of men who don't want to admit they're gonna feel.
Don't want to admit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. What could that be?
It's a surprise, but yeah, I think I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm dropping it tomorrow.
For sure, for sure. We're gonna be tuned in. Now that being said, like you said, you're from Miami, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of, this is what you see, like, as far as like a lot of women there, like that's how they get down.
Yeah.
That's how they
get
get down.
That to Tyler Perry too, though. They said that he's always tearing down black women.
I think it's the opposite way for Tyler.
There was a running gag to where a lot of the women in his movie start off struggling so bad to where people felt like, damn, all you showing is like a bitter, struggling black woman or whatever. And I think, you know, but I mean,
but
I don't know.
Going back to what he said is, he grew up around that. He says it all the time. Like, the women in my life, this is what they went through. So he's just showing what, you know, they went through. So if y'all don't want him to portray, stop doing the shit. Like, stop doing it.
Can I give an ignorant answer to that?
Yeah.
Y'all still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So,
I love me and Tyler Perry.
No matter how much y'all complain, they still gonna watch it. So
I can watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman 1,000 times.
Can I ask you this? I know you do skits, you get into short films. Obviously, at one point you're gonna get into like movies, feature films.
Yeah.
Is there a thing of trying to hit all audiences or trying to, because like when you drop something like a boundaries, of course there's gonna be some people that don't like it because whether or not they feel it for them or they just don't like the concept.
Yeah.
But is there a point where you try to fit everything, like try to hit all, I guess you could say, categories to make sure everybody's trying to be happy?
Yeah, I try to, but I know in reality I can't. I can't please everybody. But I try to do different things that'll try to like get like a certain type of audience, just so like. So I have predominantly male, like a male audience, like probably 70% male, 30% female.
Okay.
I do want it to be a balance, like 50-50. So that's why I'm trying to get on the males more, because a lot of females, they will, you know, relate to like what's going on. So, but I know I can't please everybody, which is okay. I'm cool with that. But as long as my audience finds me, that's all I care about.
What's the worst critique you heard of your content?
Oh, Ashley had one. All right, so I made it. Y'all remember Among Us, the game?
Oh my God, I'm in love with that game.
No? Among Us?
Among Us, nah.
It was really popping during quarantine.
Yeah.
Quarantine?
Yeah, it was like these little aliens, like
little
in a spacesuit.
Oh, okay, that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it was this game popping around like COVID time. So I made a short film about it and it blew up. So one of my, he's not a homie anymore, but one of his friends, like, he gave a critique about it. He was just saying like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. And I'm just like, bro, like, I did it the way I wanted to do it. Like, the film came out great. Like, regardless of if it's my film, I feel like it came out great and everybody else agreed. But he just had so much to say about it. And I'm like, bro, if you had this much to say, you should have made your own.
Yeah, fair.
And I I'm open to critiques, but when you start like downplaying my stuff, that's when I don't listen anymore. I don't want to hear it. So, yeah, that's one time I remember.
So that was like a big thing to it. Like, damn, he really trying to like tell me about like everything.
I'm just like, nah, like I don't care. And my homie at the time, he was telling me, he was like, oh, do you want to have a conversation with him? I'm like, no, I don't care. Like,
was it like anybody in the space to where like they felt like, or was it just like a person that's not even in the space?
Yeah, he wasn't in my group at all. Like, he was a friend of a friend.
When I say space, like, you know, as far as like content creation, maybe they were like director, like anybody that actually was in the creative space, or they were just like.
He was an actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just acting.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
But how are you with criticism from like your peers or friends or family? Like, how much do you take that into account?
It used to be hard for me to accept criticism because, you know, when I like a video, I like a video.
That's
and I don't, yeah, exactly. I don't want to hear nothing else. But now I have to consider like, okay, I don't want to be doing this by myself for the rest of my film career. Like, I can't do it by myself. So
that's a good mindset.
Yeah. So I'm a lot more open to it. But if I'm really set on this idea, like, I don't want to let it go, but I'm open to listening.
That's how I kind of feel too. Like, if I have an idea that I'm sold on, like, if it's an idea like, it's just, I'm throwing stuff on the wall so it's stick, cool. But if I'm set on this, I don't want to hear about how we're going to change it. Let's figure out how we're going to make this happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know so.
Has there ever been a time where you experienced, what is that thing called? Creator's block?
All the time.
Yeah?
All the time.
What do you do? Like, when that happens, like, how do you get out of it?
Go on Twitter.
I do nothing. That's a good one too. But I don't do anything. I probably play the game. I watch a movie.
Let it come back.
My best ideas come when I'm not doing anything.
Facts.
So that's like the best time. Whenever I'm about to write something and I can't think of anything, okay, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
And then it'll come to me like hours later. Yeah.
We mentioned Tyler Perry a few times already in the interview, but he once said that he writes all his scripts. Like, he writes everything completely.
Yeah.
So far, has that been the case with you? Like, writing everything completely?
Up until last year.
I've
written every single thing that I've made. My homie Isaiah, he's just started helping me out with my skits. He'll like give his input, but I don't like writing, so I try.
Oh, really?
I don't like writing. It's hard because I have to write, but I don't like writing.
You rather just kind of like produce it, set it up.
Exactly. I want to do everything else but write.
Got you. Okay. Now, so in that case, then that kind of takes away my next follow-up question, because I was going to say, like, do you feel like if one person is writing everything, that kind of takes away from the creativity of it? Because with Tyler Perry, his knack against him is that people feel like a lot of his shows are predictable because, like, it's him writing it. So, like, it's his brain. We kind of know what's going to happen. We kind of see it. Sometimes it's too dramatized.
And no matter how creative you are, you have a way you like to do things.
It's like a flow with the rappers.
I say it's good to have a team because you can tell them your ideas and stuff, and then they just put it in their own way, and you can give your input as well. But always make it different each time. Like, you don't want to be writing the same story every single time. And I feel like some of Tyler Perry movie is like kind of the same story, but just different people.
It is. It starts off as a struggling person. Madea beating somebody up. So
it is important to have a team.
What are some of your favorite shows on right now? Like,
oh man, they ain't even out no more.
Those the best ones.
Yeah, they just stopped. Snowfall.
Okay.
Number one. Insecure.
Okay.
Insecure.
You need to watch The Dirty D on Tubi.
What's that?
I'm just throwing it out there. It's about bottom girls.
We talking about classics. You talking about Tubi.
You know what's crazy?
That is a
Insecure. Like, for example, a show like Insecure is like a long, drawn-out version of what you do.
Yeah, it is.
Literally.
A lot of people like say that, oh, this remind me of Insecure. Like, I love that show.
Yeah.
I'm about to watch it again.
I've never watched it, and everyone keeps telling me I should watch it.
No, it's fire. It's fire. You got to.
After The Dirty D.
Insecure, I've watched a few episodes, but when I every time I watch it, I just be like, I'm gonna just throw on girlfriends.
Yeah, girlfriends.
Girlfriends. That's like a old version of like Insecure.
Yeah.
In terms of like women you see deal with and things of that nature. But what are some other shows?
Snowfall, Insecure.
Yeah, Snowfall, Insecure. The Flash. That's just my personal favorite. That's my favorite superhero, so I'm gonna watch that regardless.
That's a dope show.
You saw the new movie?
I did. It was trash.
It was.
Yeah. I was disappointed.
So
it was a disappointment. What other shows? I like Abbott Elementary, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Shout out Quinta. She just won an award
I
for
need to
that.
get off Tubi and get on. What is this stuff on
Another
Netflix?
thing, hers come up is kind of like your how you doing your thing.
Oh yeah.
It's very
I
similar.
connect with like Issa Rae and like Quinta because they came up the same way. Like so
Off the internet.
Yeah, I really I want to work with them in the future. I definitely do.
For sure. So what is like Amari's long-term goal in terms of content creation, production, film, everything? Like, what are you striving for?
Oh man, everything. But going into more details, I really want to be a director. I do want to give up the writer's hat.
Aspect of it.
Yeah. I do want to hire writers, but just give them my ideas and stuff. But I want to solely focus on directing, acting. I still do want to edit, but I'm probably going to stop like once I get into the film world. But directing and acting, that's what I really want to do. I want to have my own production company. I really want to be a Tyler Perry, like have my own studio, make a studio, acres of land. I want to have
50
all that.
Cent, Tyler Perry recently got their own studios.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I want to do all that. But I don't want to get away from YouTube because that's where I started. I feel like YouTube is my baby right now. And I got to, regardless of where I'm at, I got to post on YouTube, whether it's behind the scenes of a movie or something. I got to post on YouTube.
Okay. Always.
You know, funny thing, you said YouTube a couple of times. It's interesting to me that YouTube isn't a bigger player in the movie, TV show like realm.
It's not.
Like a Netflix. It's crazy how Tubi became more of a player in that realm than YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it made no sense to me. But
When did I tell you?
It's crazy, but it's a lot of good movies. It's a lot of good movies and good creators on YouTube.
Yeah,
and people sleep on it.
maybe because it's too much content on YouTube.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's a lot going on
Yeah,
YouTube.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Hard to filter.
Yeah.
So 2024 just started. What are some, before we end off, what are some plans that you could speak on that you are got coming up?
I am going to quit my job soon. I'm not full time just yet, but I'm about to be in a couple months.
Okay, that's
Shit.
good.
Once I get about 15 million?
When you get about 15 million, that's when you start.
Man, listen, but that's been the plan for the longest. Like but now I know I'm ready because I know what was good on each platform. Like I know what to put out, and I know what's going to do good.
Control it a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one.
Yeah, that's a major step.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Plans. Y'all might see me in a movie soon. It might be mine. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
That's real now.
And it might be on Tubi. It might be on Tubi.
Yeah. Nigga lost interest.
But nah, it's gonna be on different platforms.
You're
about it.
a hater.
Nigga got excited that he's like,
You're a hater. He's
nah.
not allowed to come to your award show.
But it's gonna be on different platforms and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, Tubi is one of them.
Well, before we go, actually, I just remembered. I want to ask you about last year you did a challenge where you posted every day. How many days was that?
31 days.
31 days. Post a video every day.
Yeah.
How was that?
Every day?
Yes.
But you been recording them though. Like,
No, I didn't.
Every day.
I started a little bit. I started like a couple days earlier, but I was really writing, posting, recording every day.
They didn't shadow ban you?
No.
You had a job doing this?
Yeah.
Full-time job?
Well, I work in the mornings. Yeah. So I get off at like 1. But
Oh, he's like, you said like 5?
no, it's a family business. So I
Got
work
you.
from like 9 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't that long. But
Then you gonna quit on the family?
I've been there like my whole 20s. So
Got you.
it's time for me to go.
Got you. Feel you.
But
But
like I would never do that again. I'm glad I did it, but I would never do that again. Like I've never felt so burnt out.
yeah,
Like,
man.
that was something. But a good opportunity came from it. Like the Tubi skit, I did it within the 30 days, and yeah, it was beneficial. But I wouldn't do that again.
Horrible 30 days.
Yeah, I would not do that again. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was the process. So meanwhile, everybody in the comments congratulating you, like, damn, you dope, and you like, y'all niggas just don't know. I'm a zombie right now.
Man, I can't imagine.
bunch of late nights.
Yeah. Especially the last video. Like, I recorded the last video from like 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. because I had to drop it the next day, and I had to edit it that same day. I'm just like, dog, yeah, this is the last video.
Oh my God, I would have gave up after like day 9.
Yeah, nah, I had consequences, so I couldn't do it.
I would have been like,
I definitely,
I had.
No, I had to shave my head if I didn't post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like go completely bald.
That's
So that wasn't gonna happen.
You mentioned that you really want to get into the directing world. What are some directors that you follow, like their work, or you study? Do you study other people's work?
Not necessarily directors. I do more. I study more movies than anything.
Yeah.
So I would say Tyler Perry, of course.
Yeah.
Is like #1 for me. As far as movies, like I like superhero movies. I really want to play a superhero if it's possible. I would love that. That'd be dope. Specifically the Marvel universe.
Why are you laughing? No, he laughing.
I'm really into like drama movies, so I watch a lot of that.
Drama,
But
okay.
I like TV shows more than anything because they last longer. So
And
that's
I feel
why
like
I
a
really
TV
want to
show
get into.
tells a story better than a movie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think like, I be trying to be in a skit, but that's very dope, bro.
Call me
Like
when you're ready to do that bottle girl one, so I can let my feelings out. Cause Twitter had me fucked up.
Yeah.
you stupid, but nah, like just since I got you here, like even though it was burning you out, that was like very inspiring because I remember like I say this all the time, like in 2022 we did like over like 80 episodes, and it's 52 weeks, like 52-week period. How much?
80 interviews.
80 interviews, yeah.
Not include other episodes.
You're not including the other episodes in like 52 weeks. So like at that point, like Megan can attest to this. He's like, nigga, you want to take a break, nigga? You like you burning yourself out. Like I don't want you to go crazy and nothing. Like, and it was like I'm like, bro, like we in the studio like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
I'm editing, edit everything, releasing everything. So it was like to see other people. And you were doing like every day. Like I'm trying to get to the content part to where I can do something like every day because that's when you look at like DJ Vlad or DJ Academics, they attribute that to like their come up, like releasing something every day. Now your content is different because you know it's scripted and things of that nature, but that shows a lot of consistency. Like that was very like motivational, inspiring. So shout out to you on that. And anything else you want to let the people know or shout out or plug yourself in as far as where they can find you at?
Go off, I kind of want to ask this. As a creator, obviously you'll drop something. Every video ain't gonna get millions of views.
Yeah.
Some might not even get the 100,000 views. Do it ever like bring you down? Like, damn, I put so much work into this and it's not being well received, or is it kind of okay? This didn't work. Let me keep pushing.
Both. I would feel that at first, but like, damn, like this was a good video. I wish it did numbers, but that's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you just got to make the next video, and the next video might pop off more than the last one, and I just gotta. It's all good. It's cool.
Do you recycle? Like, okay, you know what? This ain't really hit.
Maybe the algorithm not good today.
Let me take it out. I'll post it in 2 months.
My homie just told me I should do that.
Yeah,
so,
recycle.
Yeah, but I haven't done it yet. Like everything just been new.
Actually, for sure. Let the people know where they can find you at, follow you at, everything.
You can find me everywhere at Amarii Usher, and that's 2 I's in Amarii.
YouTube as well.
Yeah, YouTube as well.
For sure, for sure.
Follow me everywhere.
That's your real name?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shut
I literally just changed my name, my like social media name,
Okay.
because it was AT, but nobody could ever find me. So I'm just like, I might as well just go by my real name.
Make sure you guys stay tuned and tap into everything Amarii has going on. Follow all the pages. Keep yourself up to date. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Abby, and Amarii.
Yo.
And we out.
it is.
Sir.
Talk to y'all.